Hi guys and welcome to my channel. This is Good Morning Tom. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today is all about the new season, springtime. I'm going to be talking about poems that were inspired by this beautiful season. The season of love, the season of new beginnings, the season where the trees come into leaf again. In case you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do, and let's continue this video right now. So I looked at poems that were inspired by this beautiful season. The first one is a poem by Sylvia Plath. This poem is called Prologue to Spring, so it felt right to begin with this one. It's one of her earlier poems and you can find it in this collection. These are the first two stanzas of the poem. The winter landscape hangs in balance now, transfixed by glare of blue from Gorgon's eye. The skaters freeze within a stone tableau. Air alters into glass and the whole sky grows brittle as a tiled china bowl. Hill and valley stiffen row on row. You can check out the entire poem in this beautiful collection. It's definitely well worth the read. There are a lot of pages, but there's some beautiful poems in here. So let me continue to the second poem. So I actually have this collection from Philip Larkin right here. He has a beautiful poem about spring, which is called The Trees. You can check that one out. It's a pretty optimistic poem. But for this video, I chose another poem. It's titled Spring, and it's a little less optimistic. In this poem, Philip Larkin describes the people, and they don't do that much during springtime. Some children are playing, and he's actually disgusted by this behavior, the behavior of people doing nothing and just kind of driven by their sexual needs, which is also a reference to spring. Let me read one stanza. I'll read the middle one. Spring of all seasons most gratuitous, is ford of untaught flower, is race of water, is earth most mutable, excited daughter. So this is just one stanza. I highly recommend you looking up the poem. It's called Spring. So let's continue to the third poem. It's actually a poem from Emily Dickinson. Emily Dickinson left her work untitled, so most people use her first line as the title. In this poem, Emily Dickinson describes the bond between human and nature and how that can never be replaced with science. Let me just read the entire poem. A light exists in spring, not present on the year, at any other period, where March is scarcely here. A color stands abroad on solitary fields, that science cannot overtake, but human nature feels. It waits upon the lawn, it shows the furthest tree. Upon the furthest slope, you know, it almost speaks to you. Then as the horizons step, or noon's report away, without the formula of sound, it passes and we stay. A quality of loss, a fact in our content, as trade had suddenly encroached upon a sacrament. So I have to be honest, the last one is a poem for myself. It feels a bit weird to read your own poem after very well-known poets, but I'm just gonna do it anyway because it is a spring poem and I wrote it I think a year ago or maybe even 2 years ago. I think I wrote it 2 years ago. I can't quite recall. I can honestly say that it's not finished because I'll probably publish it one day, but I have to go through and through it again. I know that feels like an excuse, but it's kind of, the truth. For now, the poem is titled Remembering Spring, and I'm not sure if I keep the title, but we'll see. Let me just read the entire poem for you now. Was there ever spring so green? I wondered that morning, how the night turned into flowery field, and the half-light into glory. Your hand that fitted perfectly, white blossom-chained flowers, hint of summer in its touching, earth-shaped slurring all the hours. A wind that blew in from the north, chanting in blissful tongue, dusk wrapped itself around us, sudden swing, wavering gone. How I've fallen for the whirlwind, with much of my desire, and as I picked a bluebell from the field, a glare captured me, shining. So those were poems with the spring theme. I hope you like this video. Let's hope for a lovely springtime. Let's hope for a lot of sunshine. It will be great if you subscribe to my channel in case you haven't done that yet. It will be great to have you guys on board so we can talk. Please leave me a message. I would love that. Wishing you all a lovely day or night and hope to see you all in another video. Bye bye.